Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik, and in this video I am sharing how to use the brand new Therm O Web Deco Foil clear designer toner sheets to make a shaker card and a matching gift box. Many of us use acetate to make shaker cards, but with the release of these acetate sheets with patterns of toner on them that can be easily foiled, we can make shaker cards with pretty see-through patterns like I did on this card and this matching gift box. These Deco Foil clear designer toner sheets are available now at the Therm O Web website, and there is a link in the description box below to where you can find them. There are also links to a previous video I made with them, as well as some other blog posts with more cards I made for the Therm O Web booth at this year's Creativation. Here are the products that I used to make the box and the card. I used Deco Foil Clear Designer Toner Sheets. This one is called Floral Sketch. I also used Deco Foil Toner Sheets, the black ones that are pure toner, to make the negative images, and I'll show you how I did that. I used some square stitched dies from Little Inker. And I used a stamp from the Gina K Designs clear stamps, Where the Flowers Bloom, that were also released at CHA. I used some pretty plum Deco Foil. That's a brand new color, again, that was just released and is now available on their website. I used some Gina K and Therm O Web Designs Wild Lilac Premium Dye Ink. And I'm using some Doodles Paper Playground Sparkle Blends in the Cotton Candy set. And again, a link to that is available in the description. I am starting with a cardstock base that's cut 5.5 by 11 and scored in the half for a top folding card, and 2 pieces of cardstock that are 5 by 5 in white cardstock and 1 that is 4 by 4. We're placing the piece of plum foil on top of the piece of acetate sheet with the toner on it. You can, when you feel these, one of them is perfectly flat, and one of them you can feel the toner in the patterns, and that's what you want to have up. And let me show you what happens if you put it through and it's facing down. The toner will go on the paper or on the carrier. So make sure that you have the toner patterned facing up. Then you put your foil on top and you run it through your laminator or your Mink. I've already done that with this piece that I'm going to use on the inside, and if you look closely you can see that beautiful plum color, and I'm going to attach it to the inside piece that I've already stamped. And how I'm going to attach it is I'm going to use some micro glue dots and put them below, kind of covered up on one of the patterns in each corner. And then I am going to use a couple of flowers that I cut out from the negative piece of that, and I am going to cover those up and hold this down with that. I'll put one here. And that will hold it down as well. This piece has now gone through, and you can see the beautiful foiled pattern on that piece of acetate. Now I'm going to take the piece of foil that was left over after I did that and place it on a piece of black toner sheet, and I'm going to run that through the ink. When that goes through the ink or your laminator, you can see that you have nothing left on that piece of foil that you started with, and you have that beautiful floral pattern that is on here and is also on the negative. And if you line these up, you will see that the pattern is on both the clear acetate and on the negative of that. So I am going to cut the negative piece with 2 stitched dies, stitched square dies. I'll hold them on with the new purple tape from Therm O Web, which is really nice for holding dies on. And I'm going to run it through my Gemini. As you can see, we're creating a window with that. And the window will have pretty stitches on them, and then the pattern, once I line it up, will continue from the flowers to the background. Now I am having a hard time seeing that in a light, so I'm going to take a break here and come right back. Okay, I'm back. I was having a little difficulty in the lights that are here getting the acetate to line up, but as you can see, and it's not really necessary for the pattern to continue from the clear acetate over to the negative of it, but I really like it when it does. So the flowers and the stems and everything, the pattern is on both the negative and the positive. I also started the shaker part of it here. What I like to do is take mounting tape and cut it into thirds and layer it twice, so there's 2 layers of mounting tape on all sides. It's important that you get it nice and snug when you're measuring this, so there's no openings, especially if you're using beads. I like to use a combination of beads and sequins and different sizes. So I am going to put the first layer down and then cut another third. That was just a little long. Now what I also like to do is use my EK Success powder tool and go along the sticky edges of the sides of the mounting tape, and also to make sure there's no static in the acetate itself. And then I'm going to dump, I punched a flower out of the negative just for a fun bigger element. I'm going to dump some of the Cotton Candy Sparkle Blends by Doodle Paper Playground in there. And they have a fun combination of different colors, beads, butterflies in there. And then I'm also going to add some additional beads that's from Recollections, some from my collection. I put it in my Score Buddy, and I'll try not to get my head in the way. But what I find is it makes sense to have the back piece, whatever it is, the same size or almost the same size as the shaker, and then I'm going to attach it here. If I try to put this onto this card and have it centered, that's almost impossible to do unless you just leave one opening on the top and try to slide your sequins and beads down, and I think it's much easier to make it upside down as I have it here with the well and all the shaker pieces inside there, and then apply a back that is the same size as the shaker piece, or almost the same size. So that piece should firmly hold all the shaker elements inside, and as you can see, they move freely and are fun to see. Now I am going to, I think, use some of this score tape to attach this to the front of the card. That one's almost gone. That's gone. I always have plenty score tape on hand. Hardest part, as you know, is getting it started on. Take that cover off. Center that and attach it. And then I thought we just needed a couple gems to complete the card. Let's put them by the flowers. And our shaker card is complete. Our gift box is made the same way on top. So you can see that the pattern is, you can see it through the acetate, and it's also on the negative. I put a bunch of candies in this one to make a nice gift. The bottom of the box is cut out 8 by 8, and you score it at 2 inches on all sides. So you score it 2 inches on all sides, and then you cut a slit, 1 on each side. So you cut a slit out here at this corner, and 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And then you can see how the box folds up easily, and you apply some strong score tape on each one of these pieces here, and the box is easily formed. And that's the bottom. And then the top is 6 by 6, and you score it at 7/8 on all sides. So that's at 7/8. And then you again cut a slit, 1 on each side, and you fold it and you secure it with that tab on all 4 sides with good strong score tape. And that is how easy it is to make a gift box that matches the cards. So as you can see, it is fun and easy to create projects with the new Deco Foil Clear Designer toner sheets, and they make our shaker cards even more beautiful. I hope you will give them a try. Thanks for watching, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.